What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome back to another video. So I got a really cool setup that I'm running today, and I just wanted to make a quick video about it, just because I love creating setups for my 12 Pro Max for non-jailbreak, and then I like doing them on my other phones as jailbreak setups. I like doing both of them, so this is going to be a non-jailbreak required setup, and I think it looks really cool. There's a lot of custom stuff going on, so I'll kind of just briefly talk about everything. I'll leave a bunch of links down in the description. I've done tutorials on a lot of this stuff, so if you guys want to see how I did it, like I said, I have done videos on them, and I'll leave them all linked down in the description. But starting off with this setup, it's really simple. It's only one page. App library to the right, got my widgets here to the left, and it's just very functional for me, and I like the way it looks. I think it's sweet, and I guess we'll start with the icons. The icons are really nice. These were actually just released yesterday. They're called, I believe, Big Cheese 3D. I'm going to Gumroad here. Here is iOS 14 icons, the Big Cheese 3D. As you can see, this pack comes with Android icons, it comes with iOS icons, and it comes with a few wallpapers as well. And it is by Jacek, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So pretty cool icons. They got kind of like a 3D effect. And that's what they look like there. At least that's what some of them look like there, and I think it's really cool. Now on top of the icons, I've also put in an icon effect that I created, and it's got that black border. It's got a little bit of a highlight gradient in it as well, and I've used layerize to basically place that overlay onto all of these icons. And then all of the icons have been created with shortcuts. I've done videos on this in the past where you use shortcuts to create these custom icons. And also I'm using my trick that doesn't give me any pop-ups or banners or notifications or any redirects or anything like that. So as you guys can see, as I open up these apps, they're not giving me any banners. I did a recent video on how you guys can get rid of that. But I think that these icons with this icon effect give it a really cool look, very stylish. They're very punchy and poppy. You got the 3D look of the icons, and then you got kind of a 3D look with the icon effect as well. And then at the top here, I am using a application from the App Store called WidgetPod. It's pretty much a music player widget, and it's very, very customizable. I've customized this widget to look the way it does, and I think it looks really, really good with this setup here. I've changed some of the coloring and the edging, so that's kind of fully been customized. Also, when I click on the widget, it opens up the music player for the widget, and I think that that's very, very handy to just open it up, and then I can see the album and all that. I think it's a really cool application, so that's how I've done that. Down in the lower left, I just have a folder here with some common used apps that I like to use, like Textastic, TextCraft, AltStore. I got Postbox, Aurora, Vinyls. The game that I'm currently playing is Exo Miner. I've been having a lot of fun playing that. I got ScreenMaker Pro, and then Apollo for Reddit. Now I'm going to go through all of the icons on the home screen because I like to use app icons that aren't actually meant for that icon. And the reason I do that is because you can make your setups look a little bit better when it comes to like color matching and having a balance and all that. I'm very OCD with my icons and how I have them, so I'll just kind of walk through. Now, a lot of these are going to be self-explanatory. You're going to know what they are just by looking at it, like messages, Chrome, Tweetbot, settings, Instagram. But some of them you might not know what they are. So for the iTunes star here, for iTunes Music, I actually use that for Spotify instead of Apple Music, just because I think the icon looks really, really good with this setup. We got Apple Watch, we got shortcuts, and then the Wu-Tang icon is for Discord, as you guys can see there. I thought that was a cool touch. I have the terminal icon that opens up Textastic. I have the Super Nintendo controller that opens up the Delta emulator, where I can play Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, a bunch of retro games, so that makes sense. We got the clock there, we got my files, and these are the icons for Big Cheese right here. At least these are some of them. There's a bunch of alternates, and like I said, I think that this theme looks really, really cool. It's got a neat little 3D effect. It's kind of similar to Depths, but different. Like Depths has much more of a a shadowing poppy look. This is kind of more of a flatter 3D effect, and I think the icons look really cool. As you guys can see, it comes with a bunch of icons, but that's what the Files app looks like. The next is my camera, and it's actually for the Halide camera, just because I like Halide better than the stock iOS camera. And then the last one here, I think that this icon is actually meant for Snapseed. I think that's the app. I don't actually use it, but I'm using it just for photos. So that's what I'm using that icon for, and I think that it just looks good, and that's why I wanted to use it. So those are the icon setups, and like I said, that's pretty much all it is. As far as the wallpaper goes, the wallpaper is created by, I believe his name is Awsick. I'll put his Twitter handle down in the description. It is a paid wallpaper. He creates these iOS modded style wallpapers, and it literally has hundreds and hundreds of them, and I can't recommend his Google Drive enough. I believe it's $5, but for $5 you literally get hundreds and hundreds of wallpapers that are like how Apple would do it, but modified, and they just look sweet. I guarantee you guys will find wallpapers you like if you go in there. And then we just got the widgets here. I got Carrot Weather, I got Fantastical, I got my fitness stuff here, certain things that I use for fitness there, and then some battery information at the bottom, and that's basically it. And then as far as the date on the wallpaper goes, I used Weatherlight version 3 to do that, and I used the Textastic application to basically code the JSON to have only a date, and then I used a really cool font to apply to that date, and then I have a kind of a light shadow below it to give it a kind of a cool looking effect. So Weatherlight version 3 is what I use to create the date on the home screen. I have that automated to update every night at 12:01 a.m. so that I don't even got to think about it, and it'll just run the shortcut. It'll apply the new date to the wallpaper, and that's basically it. That's the complete setup, guys. Those are the icons. That's the icon effect. I'll leave a bunch of links in the description if you guys are curious on how I've done specific things in this setup. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot here at the channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.